2 investigations from the case files of Lieutenant Joe Kenda. First, 2 escaped felons terrorize civilians across the city.
They kidnapped me, they have a gun!
You know the potential for violence is very high.
Whoa, man, I'm cool.
It's up to Lieutenant Joe Kenda and his fugitive task force to capture them before they strike again.
Authorities are looking for the 2 escapees.
These are real convicts. They're very dangerous men.
They do not want to go back to jail, and they could kill to avoid it.
Then, a young mother is savagely murdered.
It's a crime of passion. It's brutal.
Police must determine if this was caused by a broken heart or an act of revenge.
When people are betrayed in a relationship, all restraint leaves them. The Colorado Springs Police Department and all of its members are the thin blue line. It's a line between good and evil. And when good men and women stand up, evil has no chance.
It's a gorgeous Sunday morning in Fremont County, just southwest of Colorado Springs.
Fremont County is very pretty. It's a combination of foothills and a lot of pine terrain and beautiful red sandstone formations. Sunday mornings are quiet around there. People were at home having coffee, sleeping in after Saturday night, or in church. So not a lot of activity.
Things are particularly quiet at the Fremont County Courthouse.
We have a jail deputy escorting 2 prisoners, Raymond Price and Douglas Allward, to the courthouse law library so they can do some research on their investigation.
Thank you.
You're next.
He uncuffed Allward first, and as he prepared to release Price's left hand,
Okay. Relax.
I should kill you.
Let's talk about this.
You want to talk about cop?
Let's just relax, okay?
using his keys, they were able to remove their irons, their leg irons, and their handcuffs.
I hate pills.
Understood. I got a little girl.
Yeah, what's her name?
Stacy. I'd like to get home to see her. Get down on the ground.
Cuff him. Don't move.
Let me do it. Let me finish him.
We're not killing anybody, I told you that. Leave him.
They rummage his pockets, get $45 out of his wallet.
Let's go, let's go.
And then they flee the scene.
Two days later, on the north side of Colorado Springs, Lieutenant Joe Kenda is in the middle of a busy morning.
We always investigate suicides to determine that they are in fact self-inflicted death, and that's what I was doing on this particular morning.
Anything else?
He left a note, but he didn't say why he did it. All he said is he loved his wife and kids.
You cannot find reason in the unreasonable, and I always told the surviving family that fact.
I don't see any signs of foul play. Go ahead and write up as a suicide.
Yes, sir.
So I move on to something else. I have too many things to be responsible for to remain present at all these different crime scenes.
Unbeknownst to Kenda, that list of crime scenes is about to start growing exponentially.
All units, be on the lookout for 2 escaped fugitives from Fremont County, last seen in the 100 block of East Fountain Boulevard wearing civilian clothing.
I was aware the 2 convicted felons had escaped from the Fremont County Jail by overpowering a guard, and they were armed with his weapon. No one really believed they'd show up in Colorado Springs.
The fugitives are 2 white males, Raymond Price and Douglas Allward. They are presumed to be on foot and are armed and dangerous.
This is a Fremont County case, but it becomes ours when they are in our jurisdiction. I don't want to lose a citizen. We need to apprehend them as soon as is humanly possible.
As the lieutenant in charge of major crimes,
Lieutenant Kenda, dispatch.
it falls squarely on Kenda's shoulders to apprehend the fugitives.
Can I get an update on those fugitives? How do we know they're here?
A young woman in her vehicle went missing in Fremont County 2 days ago.
I'm informed that she's been found bound and gagged and terrified in her car on East Fountain Boulevard in Colorado Springs.
The victim reported it was 2 prison inmates who kidnapped her. We have officers at the scene awaiting your orders.
With the stakes this high, Kenda will need to pull resources from several units under his command.
My job is to prioritize in the most efficient way possible my limited resources.
Lieutenant Kenda, Sergeant Waters.
I start advising my fugitive detective supervisor to take control of the perimeter search around that car.
I want a 4-mile perimeter set up on that abandoned automobile.
Make sure you search every car and building.
Now that's a big circle, and there are lots of buildings, lots of businesses, lots of private homes.
Yes, sir. We got men on the ground going door to door right now.
The fugitive unit's sole purpose is to apprehend people wanted on arrest warrants. The last thing you want on your back is a fugitive detective, because he is going to find you, and he's going to do so pretty quickly.
While Kenda races back to the station, local news networks alert the city's residents.
2 Fremont County Jail inmates overpowered and escaped from a guard there. Authorities are looking for the 2 escapees. Douglas Allward has a record of armed robbery. Raymond Price was awaiting sentencing for rape.
These are real convicts. They're very dangerous men.
As word spreads throughout the city, one of Kenda's detectives arrives at the location where the kidnapping victim was found.
The car was discovered near a mechanic shop on a small road in an out-of-the-way place.
What do we got? The young lady was involved. She's on her way to Memorial Hospital. She's in stable condition. CSI is working on the car for fingerprints and pictures. This gentleman right here is the one that found her in the car this morning. Thanks. Yes, sir.
Turns out he's a young man in his early 20s who works at the mechanic shop.
So what happened here this morning?
Well, I was just walking to work, and I passed by this parked car, and I thought I heard something from it, so I stopped and checked it out.
As he walked by, he heard strange sounds coming out of the car. It was odd because he didn't see anybody sitting in the car.
When he looked, he found our victim tied up in the back seat of the car.
Oh my God! Hey, are you okay? What happened? Are you hurt?
They kidnapped me! They have a gun!
Who has a gun?
The inmates that escaped from jail. They just left. You have to call the police now.
She tells her releaser that this just happened to her a few minutes ago.
So it's very possible they are in the area.
All right, just wait right here. I'm gonna get someone, okay? And so I just ran as fast as I could to call you guys.
Did you see anyone fleeing the scene?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Well, thank you for your time.
Here's the intel on the fugitives you requested from Sergeant Waters.
Great. What can you tell me?
They were both recently transferred to a local jail. They had been convicted of various crimes and they were awaiting sentencing before they escaped.
We know that Raymond Price has a history of kidnapping, rape, and assault.
He's almost 40 years of age. This guy's been around the block.
Not somebody we want on the street.
Second one.
His partner on the lam is 29-year-old Douglas Allward, who is about to be sentenced for burglary and theft.
And this is interesting. Sources say his dad worked in law enforcement up in Fountain PD.
Really?
For some on the force, the case of Douglas Allward hits especially close to home.
So I knew Doug through his father, and Doug was a good kid. Something changed in his life when he reached about 17 years old. He ran from home and started his life of crime.
He's done some pretty disturbing stuff.
Yeah, like what?
We know that Allward had a violent past where he actually attacked some individuals, elderly couple with scissors.
It is incomprehensible what would lead a person to do that. They lived, but this guy didn't know them.
He escaped from 2 different prisons, and the second time, that's when he committed the robbery.
It is always a dangerous thing to have escapees who are armed in a city environment, as we are. They do not want to go back to jail, and they could kill to avoid it.
So, why were they here in the Springs? And who do they know?
Well, Price has an ex-wife living here.
Ooh, there you go. He needs help. He is going to try to contact her. So where does she live? What area of town? Because we are going to surveil her, and we're going to be waiting for them.
19-year-old Tammy didn't make it into work Sunday morning in Canyon City. It was the same morning 2 Fremont County Jail inmates, Douglas Allward and Raymond Price, overpowered and escaped from a guard there. Tammy was found in her car by a man arriving for work at a downtown Colorado Springs machine shop.
She said, "Please help me, I've been kidnapped."
Fugitives very commonly avoid cities because there's so many police, there's so many eyes looking at them. But Price has an ex-wife in Colorado Springs, and he needs help.
We want to contact her and get whatever information she can provide about Raymond to try to track him down.
That same afternoon, Detective Ramirez with the Fugitive Unit makes contact with Raymond Price's ex-wife, Jennifer Wright.
I saw on the news he broke out. I hope you catch him soon.
So we need your help.
When we spoke with Jennifer Wright, we found out that she was very upset with him.
Has he tried to reach out to you?
No. After everything he put me through, you know, he picked up a hitchhiker and raped her. And then the following year, he kidnapped his realtor. He's a monster.
You know he may still try to reach out to you.
Well, he should know by now it wouldn't do him any good. I wouldn't love to figure it out, that son of a bitch.
She tells the officers she is willing to help the police bring him down.
Well, okay. Please do.
Thank you for your time.
Even though Jennifer seems to be cooperating, Kenda and the Fugitive Unit aren't taking any chances.
If she has helped him in the past, she will help him again. You trust no one? We wait and we watch.
How you doing? Lieutenant Kenda, CSPD.
Sheriff James, Fremont County Sheriff's Department. Thank you for your help on this one.
Of course.
It's very common in every state that agencies help each other as required. We all work together very well.
Victim's been cleared by medical, but she's still very traumatized by the whole thing.
They're hoping the kidnapping victim, Tammy Smith, can help them locate the fugitives.
It was Sunday morning. I was going to work at the drugstore, but I was running late.
She starts toward work, gets halfway toward the building, and realizes she has forgotten part of her uniform.
Screaming, I'll kill you. Get in the car!
Please, Norby. Please.
These guys need transportation out of the area. She becomes their ride.
Go! Which way? Stop crying right now!
So where did they take you at that point? Deeper into the country. Okay. In the mountains.
They actually took her up in the mountains west of Colorado Springs, up in Teller County. They're trying to figure out where they're going to go, what they're going to do, and where they're going to get money.
According to Tammy, that's when her abductors' plans began to fall apart.
Damn it!
What is it? What's wrong?
We're low on gas.
Why didn't you tell us we're low on gas?
I didn't realize it was so low.
Raymond, just calm down, all right? We just need a new plan.
They need money. They need a change of clothing. They need concealment.
Got any money?
$5.
$5? Check her purse.
Hold on, these cabins, these are mostly vacation homes. We can just break in and get what we need.
Come on.
Okay.
They see this cabin. They see no cars. They see no activity.
Go! Go! Open for business.
They find clothing. They dress in civilian casual clothes. They find a little bit of food, which they eat.
Did they find another car?
No, they found some gas, but Doug said it wasn't enough.
Tammy explains that by Tuesday morning, her kidnappers had started to turn on each other.
I am the one that came up with the plan.
What kind of plan is this?
Their panic level is rising because they're not making progress and they're reaching a point of maximum distress.
I don't want to hear this. We're in a bad spot. We need to get out of here.
What the hell are we supposed to do? I searched the whole area. We don't have another car.
And according to Tammy, that's when the situation went from bad to worse.
The owners of the cabin actually showed up. So they ran out the back door of the cabin through the woods and went back to the car that they had hidden.
So now it becomes a chaotic system of trying to somehow stay out of custody.
And they decided then to drive into Colorado Springs.
But Doug decided that I was slowing them down, so he just put the gun in my head and he said, "We don't need you anymore. We're gonna get rid of you."
You have done nothing but hold us back. We're gonna have to get rid of you.
No, please don't kill me, please. Please.
Get down. Stay down for 30 minutes. Don't make a sound, or I will kill you. Let's go.
They leave her in the back seat of her own car, and they run away on foot. She was fortunate. It could have gone another way entirely.
I know this is difficult, but I want to ask you one more question. Do you remember the location of the cabin where they took you? It might help us figure out where they're going next.
I think I saw a sign for Phantom Canyon Road.
Phantom Canyon in Teller County?
I think so.
All right.
Lieutenant Kenda, dispatch.
When we check with Teller County, they do have a cabin break-in, very consistent with what her explanation was.
I assigned a call team and a supervisor to go to that cabin to see what could be learned.
A Springs family reportedly came to their mountain getaway here in Teller County on Monday evening. When they arrived, they were surprised to find some people trying to get away from them. They saw a man and a woman running one direction from their A-frame cabin and another man running in the opposite direction.
Hurry after you guys are done around the house.
But after a lengthy search by multiple agencies, authorities find nothing that indicates where the fugitives are headed.
No guns were kept in this cabin, so other local burglary reports are being checked out. Authorities just hope to find something that will help catch Allward and Price.
But later that day, a new lead has police racing downtown.
I was closing up my office to go home for the night, and a man came up behind me, he asked for my keys.
When she hesitated, he lunged at her, threw her to the floor, tied and gagged her, took her purse containing her keys, and fled the building.
Okay, can you describe him for me?
There's a man from the news, Raymond Price.
Are you sure?
Beverly Stone explains that she's well aware of the escapees. She has seen their photos on TV, and she is convinced that the person that assaulted her was Raymond Price.
Was he with anyone?
When she was asked if Douglas Allward was with him, she replied no, she only saw Raymond Price.
And can you tell me what make and model of car you have?
88 Blazer. It's blue.
Okay.
I believe that Allward and he probably argued about what they should do, and Allward went on his own, and now Price is on his own.
Okay, sit tight. I'll be right back.
This is really dangerous town. We got two fugitives that are no longer together that we have to find.
71.
We do Labolo, be on the lookout. And we get that aired to every officer available, every agency in the immediate area, get that information to.
Within the hour, the bolo seems to pay off.
A woman calls in on the tip line and reports that she's seen Raymond Price in the mall parking lot on Academy Boulevard. We respond a number of officers to that area immediately.
That mall was then shut down. Every vehicle was searched as it was leaving, and it garnered a lot of news attention.
Before coming to the Springs,
They've already committed some very serious crimes, so the assumption is everyone in the area is probably in danger.
We have some other information.
Unfortunately, Raymond Price was not located there.
We do feel that he still is in Colorado Springs area.
It becomes a very frustrating, stressful time for these officers.
As the sun sets over Colorado Springs, Kenda knows it's going to be a long night.
It's getting late, but it doesn't make any difference. I'm obviously not going home.
It's Kenda.
As I reach my office, one of my fugitive detectives calls in and says, "Hey, we just got a call from Jennifer Wright, the ex-wife of Raymond Price."
They're going to be meeting outside a bowling alley off Circle Drive.
Did she say when?
Within the hour.
And she's agreed to help us.
Definitely. She wants his ass locked up for good.
Right away, our thought is we're going to saturate that bowling alley with undercover officers.
In less than 15 minutes, the fugitive unit is in place at the bowling alley.
That's her.
We allow Jennifer Wright to enter the parking lot. We tell her to get out of her car.
Good. She's following directions.
We want the bait to be clearly seen.
We have to assume that he's armed and willing to do anything to stay out of custody. She's risking her safety. We're trying to minimize that risk by being able to respond.
There's a lot of adrenaline being pumped. You know that the potential for violence is very high. You're ready for whatever's going to happen.
You have to hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Price appears out of the shadows. Okay, all hands on deck. Here we go. We are prepared to make a physical arrest of Raymond Price. Price approaches his ex-wife.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Ray.
I'm really sorry. I didn't know who else to turn to.
She's the only friend he's got, and he's in desperate need of a friend. Let's let him meet some new enemies.
I didn't know what to do and...
Go, go!
Go, 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 go!
Please get on the ground! Get down on the ground! On the ground! Get down!
They handcuff him, and the party's over. Raymond Price is no longer an escapee. He is an arrestee.
Sitting down, gently.
60 hours of freedom is all fugitive Raymond Price had before police wrestled him to the ground Tuesday night. He and cellmate Douglas Allward broke out of the Fremont County Jail near Florence Sunday morning.
He was transported to Canyon City this evening.
I'm coming for you!
So it's been the end of a very long day. We have Raymond Price in custody. We are now focused on Mr. Allward.
Why don't you send some guys over here and check that out?
But I see no blips on our radar at the moment.
Okay.
He's gotten through the net, and he's out in the ocean.
But shortly after 1 a.m. the following morning, Kenda and his team receive word of an armed robbery that may be the key to finding Douglas Allward.
This man's name is Mark Lewis, a bar manager on the southeast side of the city.
He's taking the trash out of his business, and as he comes out...
Do anything stupid and I will blow your brains out. Oh, man, I'm cool. Good, get on your knees. All right. Which car is yours? It's the one over there.
It's got gas in it?
Full tank this morning.
Thank you. We're gonna empty the till. Get up. Easy. Nice. Get the door.
He took like $700 out of the register, and then he locked me in the walk-in freezer. I thought I was gonna freeze to death.
It could very well have turned into a homicide. He could have frozen to death in there, but he was able to get himself out.
We have a sighting of fugitive Douglas Allward.
The information is put forward to all surrounding jurisdictions, the Colorado State Patrol, anyone else that's willing to listen, and the search is on.
A man with a handgun matching Allward's description held up an employee at this bar near security just after midnight. Anyone who believes they've seen Allward or have any other information about the fugitive is asked to call authorities.
He still is armed since the weapons weren't recovered yesterday, so we are still considering Doug armed and dangerous.
We now know for a fact that Douglas Allward is in this stolen vehicle running somewhere. We have no idea where. We make a notification to all surrounding states.
It'll take you about 2 hours to get out of Colorado Springs and down to Raton, New Mexico. We just didn't have anything else to tell us where he might be going.
So it falls to Fremont County to continue the pursuit. He is no longer in our jurisdiction.
It's kind of a letdown. You wanted to get him while he was here, but he slipped through the cracks.
So several days later, on a Monday morning, one of my fugitive detectives called and said, "I have news." There was a car chase, including gunfire exchange between Allward and the small-town police department in the state of Oregon.
He really went out swinging.
Apparently no one was hit, but Allward will be extradited from Oregon to the state of Colorado to face charges there.
It is a miracle that nobody died in any of these instances that occurred when these guys were on the run.
Looking over the case file, it's clear to Kenda that the two fugitives had a plan with a beginning, but no end.
screaming, I'll kill you. Get in the car!
They had a modus operandi. They would find people, steal their cars, take their money.
Do anything stupid and I will blow your brains out.
But they'd only plan an escape. There's no thought to what happens next.
These guys wanted to be anywhere but prison. Luckily, nobody died.
They chose not to kill anyone, but they're going to get punished for what they did.
Ray Price appeared in court in the Springs today to be advised of the charges against him. They include escape, kidnapping, robbery, auto theft, assault, and burglary.
Raymond Price receives 160 years for the crimes he committed while on the run. Douglas Allward is given a life sentence, but this high-profile jailbreak wouldn't be his last.
At this time, Douglas Allward has escaped prison 7 times. That's got to be almost a record.
Today, Douglas Allward is housed in a maximum security facility not far from Colorado Springs.
When 2 wolves go over the wall, it's important to hunt them down and not stop until you get them.
Coming up,
Police, get off her!
A young mother is brutally murdered, and the culprit may be someone close.
When people are betrayed in a relationship, all restraint leaves them.
In the pre-dawn darkness, Colorado Springs patrol officers John O'Rourke and George Nima are responding to a disturbance call.
I think that's it down there.
The original call was a standard disturbance. There was no details to it.
That's the apartment right there.
Okay. Police, open up!
We could hear a woman screaming inside.
Police are coming in! Police, go!
I got him. On the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
Hey, I got the knife over here.
It was very obvious she had a wound to her neck.
I need some towels. Stop this bleeding. Roger.
So I went to what looked like a linen closet and grabbed a towel for him. I could see another female's body on the ground.
71. We're going to need an ambulance here ASAP. Tell them to step it up.
We have a second victim back there.
Okay, take care of it. I got this. Okay, be still. Sit still. You're going to be okay.
Dispatch, I need a second ambulance at my location. I've got a second adult female victim and a small child.
This crime scene was one of the most disturbing crime scenes I have been to.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, can you hear me?
I was flabbergasted.
Honey, can you stand up for me? I'm gonna go ahead and take you out of here, okay?
When I picked up that young girl, she grabbed onto me and latched onto me. I felt like she knew me all my life.
Here we go.
As day breaks, Lieutenant Joe Kenda pulls up to the scene.
So what we got?
It's bad. It's real bad. You better get the story from O'Rourke. I have to take Desiree to Child Protective Services.
All right. Hey, Lieutenant.
So what's going on?
When we got here, we found a lady in the back bedroom, multiple stab wounds. She didn't make it.
The victim is identified as 25-year-old single mother, Stacy Brewer.
She was a very loving and giving mother. She worshiped Desiree. She loved people. She was very, very outgoing.
I was shocked to hear that this had happened to her. She was a very nice gal. She loved to dance, and that's how I met her. I actually introduced her to my partner, and they ended up dating for a short period of time.
Any suspects?
Yeah, the guy, Carl Parker.
Carl is a 23-year-old cook at a local restaurant.
When we got here, we found 2 people in another room, man on top of a woman. That's Carl Parker and his wife, Ann.
Any injuries?
She's got a minor laceration on her throat. She's gonna be okay.
How about the husband?
He's fine.
He is not hurt, but he's very, very distressed at the police, and they took him to the police station.
And they all live here?
No, this is Stacy Brewer's place.
Let's take a look.
The questions are obvious. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. What is this married couple doing in this woman's apartment?
Kenda hopes the apartment itself might reveal some clues.
Things are knocked over, pushed around. There's a lot of blood in the main room of the apartment.
Did you recover any potential weapons?
Actually, yeah. Hey, Trent, can you bring the knife over? Here you go, Lieutenant.
Thanks. Police find the knife that they suspect is the weapon, a steak knife.
And we found it on the floor over here next to Ann and Carl when we got here.
This is not a weapon brought here for the purpose of killing.
Did you check the kitchen, see if it matches the set?
Yeah, we did. Trent thinks this knife, though, came from these boxes.
Oh, was Stacy moving?
Not the best we can tell. The kitchen's still fully stocked.
This property is obviously not Stacy Brewer's based on what's there. So whose property is this and why is it here? That we don't know.
All right, let's check the bedroom.
Yes, sir. Stand here on the left.
There's blood on the bed, there's blood on the hamper, there's blood on the walls, there's blood everywhere.
It's a lot of cast off.
Looks like the victim was stabbed repeatedly.
It's a crime of passion. Somebody does something that really distresses the other person. They want to watch her die. So it's obvious. Whoever did this is going to have blood all over them.
Do you remember what everyone was wearing when you got here? I mean, who had blood on them?
Yeah, everybody had blood on them, but the two girls had nightgowns on. Carl had a t-shirt and pants.
With so much blood shed in multiple locations within the residence, it's unclear who stabbed Stacy Brewer. But the blood-soaked nightgowns raise another question.
So the two women are in sleeping attire, and Carl, the husband, is not. What's going on here?
All right, I want all this taken into evidence and sent to the lab. You know, if we get lucky, maybe we'll find a cast-off pattern on the clothes of whoever did the stabbing.
Yes, sir.
That evidence alone will identify our killer. If it's Ann Parker or Carl Parker, they're going to be able to tell us.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. The manager of the complex is here, and he's outside. I want to speak to you.
All right, take me to him.
I'm ready to talk to anybody that knows about these people.
Sir, this is our building manager.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Kenda.
Aaron Stevens. Is it true that Stacy Brewer got killed last night?
I'm afraid so.
Man, that's just terrible.
He explains that Ann and Carl Parker live upstairs from Stacy Brewer's apartment.
What can you tell me about the Parkers?
Not much, honestly. They were going to move out at the end of the month. I saw Stacy help him move some boxes out yesterday. All three of them seemed pretty tight. I think Stacy and Ann, they really got along good together.
Stacy had not known Ann that long, but they got along well, and I would say they were good friends.
Oh, I appreciate the help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kenda wonders if Stacy, Ann, and Carl were such good friends, what could have led to the violent attack?
To use the knife, you have to be within arm's reach of the victim, meaning you are very close and you can look them in the eye.
Officer Harold, Lieutenant Kenda.
Go for Kenda.
Got your suspect Carl Parker down here, and he's claiming that there's a big misunderstanding.
How so?
Well, for starters, he says he's having an affair with Stacy.
He then said to the officer, "I'm not going to go to jail for something my wife did, am I?"
I'll be damned.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And what greater scorn than have your husband lie down with your best friend? We're investigating the murder of Stacy Brewer, and we believe, because of the circumstances, Carl Parker is responsible. But now he's claiming otherwise.
What exactly did Carl have to say?
Well, apparently he's blaming his wife.
What was I supposed to do? You know, I tried to take the knife away from her.
He says his wife caught him kissing Stacy Brewer in front of her apartment, flew into a rage.
What are you doing, you bitch? Nothing. What are you doing?
Attacked Stacy Brewer.
Hey!
You have to stop and think. Maybe Carl isn't the suspect after all. We have to at least consider that as a possibility.
That would explain the clothes.
What do you mean? Well, the two girls were in night clothes, and
Carl was fully dressed.
Kenda wonders, was Carl fully clothed because he was sneaking downstairs to see Stacy and somehow woke his wife up in the process?
I'm gonna see you later.
When people become betrayed in a relationship, all restraint leaves them. They are consumed by rage.
All right, I'll send a detective down
there to get Carl's full statement on record. Yeah, I would waste your time. He's already lawyered up.
10-4, Kenda out.
He doesn't want to make a statement. It doesn't imply he's guilty. It only implies he's protecting himself.
With Carl Parker unwilling to answer any more questions, Kenda turns to his new prime suspect.
The only person left that has any knowledge of what happened inside this apartment is Ann Parker. It's time to go see her. But as I'm getting ready to go...
Hey, boss. We recovered these from Stacy's apartment. You might want to take a look at them.
He found a restraining order in that apartment issued by a county judge naming the plaintiff as Ann Parker and the defendant as Carl Parker.
It says here Ann feared for her life and filed for divorce.
Yeah, and apparently Carl was ordered to stay 100 yards away from her.
I presume the 100 yards would include sitting on her chest. So Carl conveniently forgets to mention that when he's blabbering about how his wife is a villain.
Abusers are just naturally manipulators because many times they can get the person they're abusing to stay with them and to not leave for a long time. You're going to be good at lying.
Parker's credibility sailed out the window on that restraining order.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Kenda with CSPD. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Can you tell me about your relationship with your husband?
She proceeds to spill her feelings and describes Carl Parker as a monster who has verbally and physically abused her. All she wants is away from him.
He was furious about the divorce. He wouldn't leave me alone, but I didn't have money to leave him. So Stacy, she was kind enough to let me stay with her.
Stacy was very kind and good-hearted, and she offered to let Ann move in with her. That was her trying to help someone.
So those were your moving boxes in the apartment?
Yeah, Stacy was my lifeline. I knew Carl was crazy and abusive, but I never ever thought he would actually try to kill me.
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
Ann Parker says that she is spending the night with her friend Stacy and Stacy's daughter.
Carl came knocking on the door, said he had a meeting with his lawyer and needed some papers I had. I could tell he'd been drinking.
She says, I was going to shove them under the door, but the envelope was too thick.
I opened the door and he grabbed me by the throat.
Ann says she blacks out and thinks that she might even be dead.
The next thing I remember was that officer leaning over me.
I have a difficult question I need to ask you. Was your husband having a sexual relationship with Stacy?
What? No.
She said Stacy hates him. She won't let him in her apartment because of the way he treats me.
They're like oil and water. They hate each other.
And I realized that she has no idea. And I have to tell her what happened to Stacy Brewer.
What? No, no.
Ann Parker is devastated.
It's not your fault. It's Carl's fault.
I looked at her and I said, you haven't done anything. Carl Parker did, but not you.
Even without a formal statement from Carl, Kenda believes he can piece together exactly what happened.
He's furious about her filing for divorce. He's furious about being served with a restraining order, and he's furious that she's moved in with her friend. His purpose is to attack her. He's going to get even. He cooks up a story as to why he needs her to open that door.
I need the papers, okay? I'll get out of your hair. Just give me the papers. Hey, that's not gonna work. You can't put it under the door. I missed you. Come on, open the door.
He opens the door. He pulls her by the hair and he shoves her back inside the apartment.
Stop! Get off! Shut up! Shut up, you stupid bitch!
He most likely sees Stacy Brewer, who is now up and on the phone calling 911. He goes in a box, picks up a knife.
Hang up the phone, you lazy bitch. Hang up the phone!
She's a mother. She's going to protect that child with her life if necessary. And he attacks her in that bedroom, in the presence of that child. What worse thing could there be? Carl comes back to finish the wife. with that same knife and is in the act of trying to do it when the police forcibly enter and physically arrest him.
Hands behind your back.
He would have killed her also had he not been interrupted.
I think that Stacy's generosity led to her death. Carl not only destroyed my daughter's life, but he destroyed a family.
Carl Parker is charged with the second-degree murder of Stacy Brewer and the attempted first-degree murder of his wife, Ann. At the trial, he is found guilty on both counts and is sentenced to 90 years in prison.
In no way, shape, or form did Stacy deserve this, and neither did her daughter, Desiree, to see it. Desiree has been affected by this her whole life, but she talks about her mom all the time, and she said she feels her around her.
You know, you're devastated. You're saying, why did somebody have to take this young lady's life?
I miss Stacy with all my heart, and I love her very much.
She didn't realize or understand that Carl Parker was operating out of the blackness of his heart, and it cost Stacy her life.
A loving couple is found left for dead.
Her body's cold to the touch. She's been dead for a while.
What seems like an open and shut case.
This has got grounder written all over it.
Is anything but.
What in the hell? You don't see that every day now, do you?
I never had another case quite like this.
As Joe Kenda and a team of investigators search for answers, the truth may be hiding behind closed doors.
The canvas turned up something pretty interesting.
In these investigations, you always arrive at the family secrets. Secrets that people are never told.
This was a tale of love and jealousy and revenge.
The interesting part of police work, you can go from being bored to tears to sheer terror in a microsecond. It is, in many ways, the greatest show on earth. It is humanity.
It's 19-year-old Prince Lee's birthday. But instead of celebrating, he, his brother, and his mother are on a mission.
I can't believe your father's doing this to you on your birthday.
Mom, relax. Maybe he got busy or something.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't care.
They had gone over to the father's residence because they hadn't heard from him in several days.
Dad, open up. Dad.
Prince's older brother, Preston III, is trying the door. It's locked.
Open up.
They don't really know what's going on.
His car's here.
Let's try the back.
Dad! Dad?
Let Preston go.
He always gets to go.
Dad, you here?
Maybe he just isn't home.
Well, where the hell could he be?
Prince and his mother Shinsu are waiting to hear what's going on, and all of a sudden...
Oh my God! Mom!
Preston, what happened? What's wrong?
It's just 4 years into his homicide career, and Lieutenant Joe Kenda has already been promoted to the rank of sergeant.
All right, people.
And assigned to a new unit.
We're still having reports of that peeping Tom over on Platt and Sherwood. Let's knock on a few doors, see what we can find out.
The theory in the police department is that it would be unfair to you and to your coworkers for you to suddenly be their supervisor. So when you're promoted in rank, you're immediately transferred from that unit. And in my particular case, it was going from homicide to the patrol division.
Also, Drew, what'd you find out about that gas station robbery from a few nights ago?
No suspects yet.
All right, well, make sure you swing by there and follow up on that. This 533?
Report shots fired, no one circle.
Code 3, medical's en route.
10-4, we're on the way. All right, let's go, people. Be careful out there. Mac, you're with me.
So all we know is it is a shooting. Medical is en route, which means somebody's been hit. That is the interesting part of police work. You can go from being bored to tears to sheer terror in a microsecond. It is, in many ways, the greatest show on earth. It is humanity.
Sector 3, is anyone else available?
Fordham 61 en route, seconds away.
Fordham 61, wait for our arrival before entry.
Copy.
The training is, for all police officers, do not become John Wayne. You wait for cover.
Has anyone been inside the home yet? No, sir. All right, Jenks, you and I will go in the front. Mac, you cover the back.
Got it.
When you arrive at the scene of a shooting, you have no idea if the perpetrator might still be present in the building. So one officer goes to the rear in the event that someone tries to escape out the back of the house.
Police! Police department!
We announce our presence in a loud voice, and we start searching the rooms one at a time.
Clear. Clear here.
Police! Clear.
When you're conducting a search of a home looking for a shooter, it's about as serious as it gets.
Police!
Clear.
You're anticipating you might have to engage in gunfire at any moment. So it's a very cautious move through the house.
Police!
We find a white female on the floor next to the bed who's been shot in the face.
Clear. Clear. Clear.
And we find a black male on the bed who has suffered a wound to the head.
Let's go ahead and see if medical's here yet. Genius to Mac. Let me know when medical gets here.
We took the EMTs up the staircase to examine these people in this bedroom.
Nothing.
She's obviously deceased. Her body's cold to the touch. She's been dead for a while.
The EMTs start working on the male.
As the EMT touched this guy, they discover he's alive,
I'll go get the backboard.
which is pretty startling. We're going to transport this guy for medical treatment by a doctor.
As the injured man is transported to the hospital, Kenda takes control of the scene.
Jenks, I want you to set up a perimeter. Start talking to the neighbors. Matt, get Homicide on the horn. We got a dead body upstairs.
On it, Sergeant.
Our job is to contain this, to determine what the basic parameters are.
So who called it in?
2 sons and the ex-wife.
So we talked to them. Where are they?
Yeah, they followed the ambulance to the hospital.
The whole family is following the ambulance to the hospital. So there's going to be no opportunity to speak to them for a while.
They say anything about the victims?
Yeah, it's 48-year-old Preston Lee Jr., retired Air Force.
Preston Lee Jr. retired from the military as a First Sergeant E7 and had served many years, but currently was working for the Postal Service.
Lives here alone. He bought the house less than a year ago.
And what about the female?
She is an Ingrid Davis. She's the girlfriend.
Ingrid didn't live at the house, but she was there frequently. She worked part-time at a fitness club in town in their finance department.
Let's go secure the body till Homicide gets here.
Yes, sir.
containment. This house is ours. No one goes in, no one comes out unless we say so.
So what do you think? It seems to me this has got grounder written all over it.
A grounder in baseball is the easiest out at first base, and in police work, a grounder is the easiest case to resolve.
You're thinking murder-suicide?
Yeah, except the guy made it.
When you've got a romantic relationship with two people and you find them in a situation like this, your first thought is this could very well be homicide-suicide.
I'd agree with you, but there's one problem with your theory.
Yeah, what's that?
Where's the gun?
If you're going to shoot yourself in the head, you're certainly not going to walk the gun out of the place afterwards. This isn't a murder-suicide. It's a whodunit. We're on the scene of a shooting in which two people have been shot. One is dead, one is not dead. I am the patrol supervisor at that scene, and we are conducting a brief overview of the place. We have contained it. We have summoned lab people and detectives.
Kenda.
Gentlemen, long time no see.
So, you're the big boss man now. What, no time for the little people?
Yeah, whatever.
When the detectives arrived, it was a very congenial atmosphere. I worked with both of these guys in Homicide, and I know them very well.
So what are we looking at, Kenda?
We got a male-female couple. Female was shot in the face. Male was shot in the head. He was still alive there to transport him to the hospital.
So murder-suicide?
Well, you'd think. The trouble is we didn't find a weapon.
That certainly changes things now, doesn't it?
If there's no murder weapon at the scene, you obviously deduct that the suspect has fled the area, which makes it even more difficult.
Looks like someone had a night out in the town. It does indeed.
Ingrid is dressed to the nines. She's got white dress, jacket, red high heels. This would tell them that she apparently had just arrived home.
So she comes home, says hello to her boyfriend, and then the killer strikes. She's shot standing over the bed. When she falls, she pulls the sheets down with her. What about the phone? She's all tangled up in the cord. Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, she most likely was going to the phone to call for help when the killer attacked her.
Things were knocked off the nightstand. It had all the appearances of some type of a struggle going on there.
So when exactly did this happen? Because this blood...
Hey, you know how Bowerman doesn't like people to mess with his bodies?
Yeah, good point.
The coroner at the time was Dr. Bowerman, and he was a stickler about leaving bodies undisturbed.
Dr. Bowerman, if he said the rule was this, then that's what was going to be followed. And if you didn't follow it, you were going to hear about it.
What I was saying is all this blood seems pretty dry. So the murder most likely happened quite a while ago.
Large pools of blood at the scene, if they're dry, that tells you that body's been there for hours, if not days.
All right. Let's scan the place for any additional evidence that might suggest a timeline. Kenda, I could use an extra set of eyes. Hey, let's see if you can find anything that'll tell us when this happened. Just start over there, okay?
You always try to pinpoint the time of death, if at all possible. Where was this victim between A and B? Who had an opportunity to commit this offense?
As investigators sweep the house, Detective Reichert makes a curious discovery.
What in the hell?
Hey guys, come check this out.
You don't see that every day now, do you?
there were two small lovebirds in a cage, and they were both dead.
Well, it doesn't look like they have anything to drink.
How long can a bird go without water?
I don't know, a couple days.
If these birds died from lack of hydration for multiple days, then that means the bird's owner was incapacitated for that amount of time.
Detective Reichert
Yeah.
found these out front.
How many?
3.
3 newspapers would indicate perhaps this crime occurred 3 days prior.
If they are right, whoever is responsible for this crime has a 3-day head start.
We've got to start moving fast and checking into these people's backgrounds.
The key to solving this case is who are these people? Who in their lives would want them dead?
It doesn't take long for Kenda and company to get a possible answer to that question.
Hey, Sarge, detectives. Our canvas turned up something pretty interesting. So what do you got? Well, apparently our female victim, Ingrid Davis, is involved with another man.
Do we know who that is?
Yeah, her husband. And they've got kids together, too.
When police start looking into Ingrid's private life, they find out that, well, lo and behold, she's married, but not to Preston Jr.
Ingrid was actually still living with her husband, even though she had this ongoing affair with Preston.
What's this guy's name?
Daryl Davis.
So you have to wonder, is Daryl Davis the guy who decides that enough is enough? And he's going to take revenge on both Ingrid Davis and her boyfriend. That's entirely possible. In fact, it might even be likely. At this point in this investigation, the victim, Ingrid Davis, had been cheating on her husband with Preston Lee. Seeing that we may have a romantic triangle on our hands, Mr. Davis's name rises to the top of the suspect list.
Okay, we got to get moving on this. Where's our surviving victim?
Memorial Hospital.
All right, Spencer, why don't you head over to Memorial in case this guy's somehow ready to give a statement?
You got it.
Kenda, can you and your guys maintain the scene and continue canvassing the neighborhood?
Of course.
All right, thanks, guys.
While Kenda holds down the fort, Detective Reichert heads to the home of their prime suspect, 42-year-old Daryl Davis.
Hi, I'm looking for Mr. Davis. Is he home?
Dad, someone's here for you.
When he gives the death notification, Reichert is going to pay particular attention to Davis's reaction. Is he genuine or is he hiding something?
Can I help you?
Daryl, I'm Detective Reichert with the Colorado Springs Police Department. I'm sorry to tell you this, but something's happened to your wife, Ingrid.
What, is she okay?
I'm afraid not. She's dead.
When detectives told Daryl that Ingrid had been found dead, there was not a big response from Daryl.
What happened?
She was found shot at a man named Preston Lee's residence. Apparently, they were in some type of relationship.
Yeah, I know.
You do?
Daryl was pretty much blasé about it. He came across as somebody who wasn't really bothered by it.
Do you mind if we talk inside?
Yeah, come on in.
Thank you. So, how long has this affair been going on?
4 years.
4 years?
We've been married about 20 years, but the relationship was deteriorating. She wanted more freedom, but neither of us wanted a divorce. So we worked out an arrangement.
An arrangement? What type of an arrangement?
Daryl explains she acted like his wife and she took care of the house and that sort of thing. But the agreement was that she could come and go as she pleased.
Beautiful.
There was no question about her behavior. So rather than upset the apple cart, apparently, he decided to just carry on.
Did your kids know about this?
Yeah. My brother and I knew, but we didn't agree with it. I thought it was a horrible idea.
I think most people in a situation like this would right away say, your wife's openly fooling around and you're just going to let it go on.
Well, be that as it may, Daryl, I'm going to need you to confirm your whereabouts on Thursday evening and early Friday morning.
Look, I didn't kill my wife.
I understand, but you're still going to have to prove that.
Thursday night, I got home from work around 8. My wife wasn't here, so I had dinner with the kids and then went to bed.
Can anyone confirm that?
I can. He was here the whole time.
Daryl was home having dinner, and he wasn't on West Owen Circle with a gun in his hand. So this establishes an alibi for Daryl.
Do either of you know where Ingrid was going on Thursday night?
She was going out to dinner with her coworkers.
So, what do you think?
Nice heels.
They're too much, are they?
No, I like them. She was wearing a white dress and red heels. She looked nice. Where are you off to all fancy?
I've got a dinner with some coworkers. You guys can eat without me.
Are you coming home tonight?
No, I think I'm gonna stay at Preston's tonight.
Of course you are.
Okay. I love you, honey.
Yeah, I love you too.
When that body was discovered in Preston Lee's house, she was wearing the exact outfit she was wearing when her daughter last saw her.
Do you know anyone else who might be able to tell me more information about Ingrid and Preston's relationship? It's vital that we know who may have wanted to hurt them.
Try talking to Ruth French.
Who's she?
She's Ingrid's best friend.
If Ingrid was going to confide in anybody, it was going to be Ruth French to tell her what was really going on in her life.
Well, thank you very much for the information. And again, I am so very sorry for your loss. Someone from the police department will be by tomorrow to follow up, but if either of you can think of anything that might be of some help to us, please let us know.
In these investigations, you always arrive at the family secrets. Secrets that people are never told. I was never surprised about what people do. I was often disappointed in the behavior, but I was never surprised.
Meanwhile, Detective Spencer has just gotten the go-ahead to interview gunshot victim Preston Lee Jr. from his recovery room.
5 minutes. Thanks, Doc.
When I was told that Mr. Lee was conscious, obviously I wanted to get in there as fast as I could.
Mr. Lee? My name's Detective Spencer. I'm wondering if you can answer a few questions for me.
I was somewhat shocked that he was even in any kind of condition to cooperate with me.
Mr. Lee, do you know who shot you?
Yes.
Who did it? What's his name?
Smith.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Preston Lee was in and out of consciousness, even though he was moving all of his extremities.
Come on, Mr. Lee, who shot you?
You.
Me.
I wanted to say, I just came from home. I didn't shoot you, pal.
Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee, I need a name.
Detective, I'm sorry, but he needs his rest. You're gonna need to leave.
You gotta understand that he's had a bullet essentially travel into his brain. He's got significant brain trauma. So the answers that come out after he's questioned aren't gonna be particularly useful.
Back at the crime scene, Kenda is supervising the removal of Ingrid Davis's body.
How you guys doing?
Okay. Cool. In most cases, the coroner or medical examiner's office is there and they recover the body. This case was a little bit different in that the actual group that came to get the body was a funeral home.
So where's your body bag?
We don't exactly have one.
How do you plan on transporting the body?
Oh, we've got plastic for that.
Okay, if Bauman's all right with that, I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do your jobs. You know Bauman's gonna want all that, right?
Oh,
He's pretty clear about transporting everything as is.
Byron was always strict about how the body should be handled, so that anything in, on, or around that body would be available to him.
So all the things that are on and around her also get scooped up into the sheet as well.
Outside, Kenda is apprised of a new lead.
Sarge.
What's up, James?
I have somebody I'd like to speak with you. Sergeant Kenda, this is Mr. Edward Dowd. He lives across the street.
So what do you have for us?
Well, I saw Shinsu and her kids shortly after they found the bodies, and her son Preston was acting kind of strange.
Strange how?
Edward Dowd had told him that Preston Lee was kind of cold and basically not caring. And Mr. Dowd felt that that was peculiar.
You think Preston could have been responsible for this?
I don't know, but you think a kid would shed a tear after finding his father's dead body?
What if Preston III decides that his father has done his mother wrong? That maybe it's best if Ingrid just goes away and never comes back. And while he's at it, maybe it's just as well that Preston goes too. During this investigation, one of the neighbors brings up the fact that Preston Lee III, the son of the victim, had no emotional reaction to discovering the remains. So now Preston III has risen to the level of interest because of that fact.
While Kenda oversees the transfer of Ingrid's body to the morgue, Detective Spencer is at Memorial Hospital,
Preston,
questioning his new lead.
I know this is all hard for you to process right now, but I'm wondering if you could tell me a little bit about your relationship with your dad.
What you want to know?
How are things between you guys lately? You been getting along?
Hardly. I haven't seen him much ever since he moved into this new house.
Take care of your mom.
Yeah.
The father obviously cares more about his girlfriend than he does his family.
Aren't your parents divorced?
Yeah, but it's not about that. He spends all his money on Ingrid.
His affair with Ingrid was all-consuming, and he wasn't helping to provide for Shinsu and his sons.
His pension is hard enough to live on as it is. And then he goes, buys his new house for her?
He buys outfits for her, clothing, jewelry.
How exactly does he afford all of it?
He started working at the post office. But even still, all his money goes towards her.
He believed his father was obsessed with this woman in a totally unnatural kind of way, and he was blinded by love.
I still love birds.
I don't know how much you like them.
They are so beautiful. Yeah, I love them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want this to feel like home to you.
Look at my little penis.
So Preston Lee Jr. is living in a dream world.
I just don't even know who he is anymore. And then this happens.
Preston III is upset, and with good reason. But is he upset enough to kill his father and Ingrid?
Preston, can you tell me where you were Thursday evening?
I had class.
Where?
Why are you asking me this? You think I had something to do with Ingrid?
I didn't say that, but we need to make sure we cover all of our bases.
Look, I may hate my dad's relationship with Ingrid, but I would never do anything to hurt her or my dad.
Preston III is adamant that he had nothing to do with this murder.
I hear you, but could you please just tell me where you're taking classes?
Pikes Peak Community. I take classes there every Tuesday and Thursday night.
Can anyone confirm you were there?
My professor, my brother.
Appreciate your cooperation. Again, I'm sorry you're in the middle of all of this.
Yeah, me too.
While Spencer confirms Preston's alibi, Detective Reichert meets with Ingrid's best friend, Ruth French, at the Air Force NCO Club.
Miss French, I realize this is very difficult, but I was hoping you could give me some insight into Ingrid and Preston's relationship.
Well, I hate to admit it, but I was there when we first met.
You were?
Ruth is the linchpin in this arrangement. She is dialed into the facts and circumstances of who is in love with whom.
Preston was here all the time, and a couple years ago, Ingrid came down to visit me, and Preston introduced himself.
Ruth, what's going on?
Hey, not much. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. But you could introduce me to your friend right here.
This is Ingrid.
Ingrid, huh? Pretty name for a pretty lady. What's that you're drinking on?
Martini, dry.
I like it, I like it. Hey, Ruth, one more dry martini for Ingrid here. Let's put it on my tab.
You got it. They instantly hit it off, and before we knew it, Preston divorced his wife, and Ingrid came to an agreement with Daryl.
So they were in love?
At first they were.
I'm really glad you came over.
I had to get up the courage.
But as years went by, Preston started to become obsessive. He wanted Ingrid to leave Daryl and marry him.
Ingrid insisted to Preston Lee that she was not going to do that. She was married and going to stay that way. She would see him at her convenience. And that wasn't enough for Preston Lee.
Every time she would deny him, he would become more and more aggressive. She didn't like it. Do you know about the birdcage incident?
No.
So Ruth tells an amazing story that Preston Lee had come over to her house in a jealous rage.
Ingrid, you said you were going to leave him today.
I never said that.
Yes, you
did.
did.
You misunderstood me.
No.
Preston, put the gun down.
And he had a handgun with him, a .38 caliber revolver.
Ingrid, I'm so tired of hearing that.
Get out.
I'm sorry, Ingrid.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
Get out now.
The bullet whizzed by Ingrid's head and went through her birdcage and into the wall.
Daryl never mentioned that when I spoke with him.
That's because Daryl doesn't know.
She was so concerned that her husband would discover this that she covered up the bullet hole in the wall in such a way that you couldn't see it.
Why didn't she just end it all with Preston?
She couldn't. She was afraid to go through with his threats.
Preston Lee Jr. had told her directly that she was so much his life that if she ever rejected him, he would kill her and then himself.
To be honest, when I found out she was dead, I thought Preston did it.
This birdcage incident is the first time that they really get a glimpse into the fact that Preston might have been actually violent.
Miss French, you've been very helpful to me. I'm sorry for your loss.
Of course.
So police need to find out, did this really happen? And if he could do that then, what else was he capable of?
Within the hour, Detective Reichert is back at Daryl Davis's house to investigate Ruth's claims.
What? I mean, a gunshot in my house? I don't think so.
Well, you wouldn't mind if I took a look, would you?
Be my guest. I just don't think you'll find anything.
I hope you're right. Has this birdcage been here long?
Yeah.
So they inspect the area of the wall where Ruth said this occurred. And they find a hole, and it is a .38 caliber bullet hole. Bullet wipe on the drywall, lead. So they find physical evidence to confirm what Ruth said is true.
Well, I'll be damned. Why wouldn't she have told me?
I guess she wanted to hide the fact that she was very much in danger and didn't want her family to know.
If you are so determined to retain a relationship that you're willing to overlook the obvious danger involved, that is almost self-destructive.
This new development has investigators circling back to the possibility of murder-suicide. Could Preston have made good on his threat to Ingrid?
This could be the classic dominant male, submissive female murder-suicide scenario. But if that's the case, where the hell is the gun?
Where do you want this, Doc?
Just put it on the desk. Don't touch anything, Kenda. I know how you are.
Sorry. Dr. Barman was quite the character. He's sort of your classic, old-time, gruff forensic pathologist. He was the king, and the morgue was his kingdom.
Hey, Bauman. Did I miss anything?
No, you're just in time. Anybody mess with the body at the scene?
Nope. Nobody touched a thing.
Good. Do we know what happened?
No. First we were thinking maybe murder-suicide, but there was no weapon found in the scene.
Well, let's see if the body can tell us anything.
When he examined the remains of Ingrid Davis, he determined she was dead from a single-entry gunshot wound to the lower jaw.
Right to the brain. I'd say she died instantly.
He further unwrapped the blankets. And everyone's jaws dropped. I was a patrol supervisor assigned initially to respond to the shooting involving Ingrid Davis and Preston Lee Jr. And the very thing we couldn't find at the crime scene became found at the autopsy. So when Dr. Barman is unfolding this bundle of blankets and sheets, he exposes a 2-inch .38 caliber revolver.
Unbelievable. Must have been in there the entire time.
It's easy to miss a piece of evidence like that in a scenario like this. If the coroner says, I want everything wrapped up and transported with that body, that's what's going to happen.
It's 38.
The gun found at the autopsy was the same type of gun that Preston used to fire through Ingrid's birdcage.
Does that answer any questions for you?
It certainly does.
The discovery of that gun was the final straw in what became obvious was a murder, followed by attempted suicide.
Sometimes what you find at autopsy essentially solves the mystery.
The following day, Detective Spencer returns to the hospital to re-interview a now stabilized Preston Lee Jr.
Mr. Lee, new evidence has come to our attention, and I'm going to have to ask you again if you know who shot you and Ingrid.
I don't know.
Mr. Lee, did you shoot Ingrid? And then try to kill yourself?
I'm not going to say anything else.
Mr. Lee?
Mr. Lee invoked his right to remain silent, so the questioning was over at that moment.
Okay.
Although Preston Lee Jr. doesn't confess to the murder, it's pretty clear to investigators what happened on the night in question.
Are you serious?
I believe Preston was probably jealous and mad about the fact that she'd gone with her co-workers.
Ingrid.
That she'd stayed out late drinking.
Bye, Cindy. See you tomorrow.
When Ingrid came back from her dinner arrangement, Mr. Lee was about to be in bed.
Hi.
Where the hell have you been?
Mr. Lee became distressed. Another fit of jealous rage, perhaps?
You were supposed to be here hours ago.
Look, I know I'm sorry, okay? We were just all having such a good time, we didn't realize how late it was.
As usual, whatever Ingrid wants to do, Ingrid does.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Ingrid, we only have so much time to spend together, and you wasted getting drunk.
Preston, I am not drunk.
You know what? Maybe if you left your damn husband like you said you would, this wouldn't even be a problem.
Over a space of 4 years, Ingrid kept saying that she would get divorced and marry Preston.
When are you gonna leave that prick and marry me?
Preston, you know I can't do that.
She made one excuse after the other why she wouldn't end her marriage. I think Preston was tired of her excuses.
Look around. I've done all this for you. I bought this house just for us. But nothing I ever do is good enough for you.
This went on, and it went on, and it went on.
I mean it. Are you gonna leave him or not?
Preston, I'll lose my kids if I do that.
She probably said more than once that she wanted to be home with her kids at Christmas, and I think it just set him off.
I don't want to hear that.
Don't get off of me.
No.
There's no doubt there was some kind of a struggle that ensued there.
No.
She's trying to get to the phone to call 911.
No. I can't. I can't.
I think after he shot her, he contemplated killing himself. And whether he flinched or whether the trigger pull was tighter than he anticipated, he didn't shoot himself where he intended to.
And he lay there for 3 days. And it's remarkable in many ways that he managed to survive this for that long of a period of time.
Dad!
But obviously he did.
Preston Lee Jr. is charged with second-degree murder. However, he's allowed to plead guilty to manslaughter and serve only 4 years behind bars, but with good reason.
Because Preston had serious brain injury, he had long-lasting physical ailments. He had epilepsy, he had motor skill problems. He was severely incapacitated because of the wound to his head.
Mr. Lee was going to require long-term physical care at great expense. If the judge had required more time in prison, he would actually be sentencing Mr. Lee to a hospital and not to a jail. That may not be the correct thing in many people's minds, but it's the practical thing.
Regardless of Preston's physical state, nothing can change what transpired between him and Ingrid Davis.
This was a tale of love and jealousy and revenge. If I can't have you, no one can have you.
When people engage in this kind of behavior, they leave a wide wake in their path. They impact many lives. The children of both sides, the ex-wife of one side, the husband of the other. It's the rippling emotion that never seems to stop. It's a poisonous thing, and poison is almost always fatal.
Two murder investigations from the case files of Lieutenant Joe Kenda. First, a God-fearing grandmother is viciously slain.
Oh my God!
Here's a loving person who just wants to live her life.
And investigators' only hope lies in the eyewitness account of a 6-year-old.
She walked in this house and she saw her great-grandmother on the floor.
It is always difficult when you have to question a child, but we need to talk to that 6-year-old kid.
Then, a corpse in an empty apartment holds on to a secret.
The gun was placed right up against the scalp, but where's the gun?
Leaving Kenda with a case that hits close to home.
You knew what you were getting into. It is distressing to me when it's someone I know well. What's going on? The world remains a dangerous place. Life is random. You can always be in the wrong place at precisely the wrong moment, through no fault of your own.
A summer heat wave is sweeping through Colorado Springs. But it's not stopping Ivory Montoya and her 6-year-old daughter Monica from finding ways to relax.
Ivory is flipping through a magazine as her daughter, Monica, is drawing a picture. And it's just a quiet day.
Mommy, look, I finished.
Oh, honey, very good. Who is it?
It's Nona, silly. Do you like it?
I love it.
Nona is Monica's great-grandmother, who lives in the same apartment complex as Monica and Ivory.
I want to watch a video now. Can I go over to Nona's and get one?
Sure, baby. Show her your picture, but come right back.
It's not unusual that you would let your child go back and forth between the apartments. And when Monica wanted to go get a video, it was pretty normal.
But a few minutes after she leaves, Ivory realizes Monica forgot to take her picture.
As Ivory exits her apartment, she sees Monica running towards her.
Mommy, Nona's hurt. A bad man hurt Nona.
What?
She was obviously upset.
You go back to the house and don't leave till I get back. Do you understand?
Okay.
Go.
Ivory notices the door ajar,
Nona?
and then she hears moaning coming from her grandmother's bedroom. She sees her grandmother laying in a huge pool of blood.
Oh my God, Nona! Nona! Help! Please help! Please help!
Meanwhile, across town, Joe Kenda is working a case and sweating it out in the stifling heat.
It's be like this all week?
That's what I hear.
I'm at the scene of this shooting.
Boy.
And the requirement at the time was that if you're in homicide, you will wear a suit and tie. When it's hot, it becomes extremely uncomfortable. And it tends to increase the calls for the police dramatically.
Dispatch for Kenda.
Go for Kenda.
We have a report of a stabbing at 900 South Union.
10-4, I'll be right there. Kenda out. And here we go. Now let me know when you get things wrapped up here. I'm gonna go check that out.
Take care of it.
I did have occasions when there were multiple serious assaults going on at the same time. It's just the luck of the draw. So I left a sergeant at this shooting scene and went to the stabbing.
15 minutes later, Kenda arrives at the apartment complex, which is located on the east side of town. Detective Brian Ritz is there to greet him.
How you doing, Lieutenant?
Hey, Brian. So what we got?
We have a 62-year-old female with a single stab wound to the throat. Just heard from the hospital, and the victim died.
So what's the victim's name?
Maria Montoya.
Maria was described as an avid churchgoer, very friendly person that people see all the time, reads her Bible, and is just a very pleasant person.
Maria Montoya moved there because of her granddaughter and her great-granddaughter. You had 3 generations of a family living in the same complex.
Do we have any witnesses?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just as troubling.
He reports that Ivory Montoya and the great-granddaughter, who is 6 years old, found their grandmother in this apartment bleeding.
A 6-year-old. Damn.
Yeah, she's with her mom now.
Has anyone talked to him yet?
No, not yet.
I would like to know what they know, but I'm not a monster. I'm not going to interfere with a 6-year-old child who's just been placed in her first, probably, traumatic situation.
How about the neighbors? Anyone see anything?
I've got officers canvassing the complex now.
We're going to do neighborhood follow-up to try to, 1, learn more about our victim, and 2, if anybody heard or saw anything.
All right, let's go and take a look. Sure.
As I walk past the coffee table, I see a Bible that has the name of the victim embossed on it. And I thought, here's a lady with a big family, a loving person who just wants to live her life. It hurt me to look at that. But you have to recover from it and realize that you have a job to do.
Medic said it was one wound?
Yeah, got it right in the throat.
She's got a stab wound in the central throat, large knife, single wound, must have cut something significant to have this much blood.
Why would someone want to kill Maria Montoya? As Kenda scans the room, a possible motive comes into focus.
There's a jewelry box that's open, the drawer that's partially open, so some effort is taken looking for valuables.
Did you notice anything else in the house out of place?
No, there's no signs of forced entry on the front door or the windows.
That would indicate that possibly the victim let her killer in.
Let's go check the rest of the house.
Kenda searches the apartment for more clues. And in the kitchen, it's not what he finds, but what he doesn't that gets his attention.
There's a knife block in the kitchen, but the big carving knife that has the widest opening for the biggest blade is empty.
Hey, Brian, come check it out. Missing knife.
Weapon of opportunity.
Exactly.
The person responsible for the death of Maria observes something that can be used as a weapon, and it's a snap decision to pick it up and use it.
Let me show you something else.
The missing knife isn't the only weapon of opportunity present in the kitchen, but the one Kenda finds on the table is harder to explain.
On the kitchen table is a fireplace poker.
Did you see a fireplace or a fire pit around here?
I didn't, no.
And this place is way too neat for this to have been here for days.
Yeah.
Someone put it here today.
There's no blood on it. It doesn't appear to be used during this crime.
Is it possible for the killer to have brought this as a potential weapon and then saw the knife block and decided he needed something better and picked up a knife? That's entirely possible.
Make sure CSI bags it up and checks it for prints. Might be the only lead we get.
Will do.
Lieutenant, I think we have something you might want to see.
What you got?
One of our crime scene techs has now found a faint footprint in possibly blood out on the front concrete.
The blood droplets and shoe print are leading away from the door.
Is there any pattern in the print?
It's faint. It's not an EMT boot, I'm sure of that.
Let's go take a look.
So we go out where they are, and you can pick them out. They appear to be maybe near the toe.
It's like the front of a shoe. It's kind of pointy.
It has a pattern in it that kind of moves to a point.
Maybe a cowboy boot?
Yeah, it could be. Look how far apart there. This guy was running, not walking. Looks like he was going toward the staircases.
But they stopped short of the staircases. So did our man turn left and go down? Or did he turn right and go up?
Damn, they just kind of fade away.
Yeah, but those stairs, they don't lead to the parking lot. I think there's a possibility that our person lives here too.
One does not enter a premise without some knowledge of who's there. Is somebody sitting at their kitchen table cleaning their shotgun?
Well, it stands to reason that he would have known Maria lives alone.
Only way to know that is if you live around here.
We're standing there considering all these facts when one of the officers doing the canvassing
Smith to Kenda.
gets on the radio.
Go for Kenda.
We got a possible suspect here, male, 25. He seemed really nervous when I approached. He's got some blood on his shirt.
What kind of shoes is he wearing?
Looks like cowboy boots.
He's acting strangely. He's got blood in his clothes, and he's wearing cowboy boots. Well now, who might you be? We're investigating the death of 62-year-old Maria Montoya, who was found killed in her apartment by an intruder. Officers have discovered a young male who has blood in his clothing.
So what do we got?
I got a 25-year-old male. His name is Anthony Jackson. I've dealt with him in the past. Took him in on assault. You should also know his street name's Psycho.
Psycho.
The officer whispers in my ear that his street name is Psycho. Swell. I might be looking for one of those at the moment.
Who's the girl?
Her name's Tanya Slater. We found them together. She's got blood on her as well.
We've got Psycho and his girlfriend Tanya, 2 people with blood on them. Let's see how they can explain that.
Why don't you take Tanya, I'll take Anthony.
Sure.
We obviously want to split them up for the purpose of conducting an interview. If they provide very different statements, we may be looking at our suspect.
Did Anthony Jackson, aka Psycho, murder Maria Montoya, then make off with her jewelry?
Let me know if Psycho lives up to his name.
Anthony Jackson, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I hear you like to beat people up. And you've got quite the moniker. Psycho?
A lot of people think I'm trouble, but I gave all of that up.
He says, I've had my problems, but I got a little older and a little smarter, and I don't act that way anymore. But the name's stuck.
We've got a murdered woman in the apartment complex. My problem is you've got blood all over your shirt and on your boots. Why is that?
Listen, it's not what it looks like, I promise.
All right, tell me what happened.
Well, I was hanging out with Tanya. We were coming back from the laundry room, and we heard a woman screaming.
Please help!
What the hell was that?
What did you guys do when you both heard the screaming?
We were pretty freaked out. And I wasn't trying to get myself killed.
Help! Please help!
So I grabbed the poker off the barbecue, and then we ran over.
They still hear the screaming.
Help! Please help!
And they encounter Ivory Montoya, who is screaming that her grandmother is dying in the bedroom.
Go get a towel, hurry up, hurry up! We have to put pressure on it, hurry up! Stay with me.
They are pushing on her throat, but there's so much blood. Anthony uses the expression, blood is squirting out of her. And despite the towels, they can't stop it.
She's dead, I'm sorry, we gotta go.
What?
According to Anthony, he and Tanya left when they heard the ambulance arriving.
They took over, and that's why we're here now.
But Anthony, you weren't here when the police got here. You know the police would have wanted to talk to both of you.
Anthony explains he ran because he thought police might believe he was involved in the stabbing.
He's been known to have numerous run-ins with law enforcement and has somewhat of a questionable past. So for the fact of him not wanting to be on scene of a possible homicide, it's understandable.
I just tried to help, and that's what happened.
All right, Anthony. Wait here for a minute. That officer will be right over.
Somebody will be right back with you, okay?
And point by point, Tanya says the same, and the same, and the same. Ritz returns from where he's been talking to Tanya.
How'd it go?
Independently interviewed, they have exactly the same story.
We probably ought to talk to Ivory.
Let's go find her. All right.
Ultimately, she will be the deciding factor regarding Anthony, aka Psycho, and Tanya.
Kenda and Ritz find a grief-stricken Ivory Montoya outside her apartment.
Ivory? I'm Lieutenant Kenda. Is that Detective Ritz? Very sorry about what happened. Did anyone come in the apartment and try and help you today?
A man and a woman. I know they live in the complex. The girl was holding a fireplace poker. They tried to save Nona.
So that confirms everything Anthony has to say and everything Tanya has to say. This is a person who doesn't even know their names. She has no intention of protecting anyone.
With Anthony and Tanya no longer persons of interest, Kenda must press Ivory Montoya for other possible leads.
We think that your grandmother might have known who did this to her. Can you think of anyone that would have wanted to harm her?
There was this guy. His name is Jimmy White. He lived in the apartments over here.
She says Jimmy is a pest in the neighborhood, actually. He doesn't work.
He was always knocking on her door. He seems strange to her. He was always asking her for money.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Maria. Can I borrow a few bucks from you? I'm kind of short on some things I need.
Sure. Give me a second.
Thanks.
She would give it to him just to make him go away.
Now that is significant to me. A man who wants money. Money is the motive in going into that apartment. Murder was the result.
Please find out who did this. She didn't deserve it.
Don't worry. I will find out who did it. Again, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna head back to HQ and check on this guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you keep Candace in the place so you can find any more information?
Got it.
Armed with this new information, Kenda heads back to headquarters, where he conducts a background check on Jimmy White.
We run him NCIC. National Crime Information Center will provide you with an offline search, a national record check.
Got it. See you.
There's lots of Jimmy Whites, but we finally developed one that's probably the correct one.
You gotta be kidding me. This guy does 14 years in the Mississippi State Penitentiary for the stabbing murder of an elderly woman.
Jimmy not only knows how to use a knife, he's used one in the past, and he is paroled into the custody of his sister, who is Maria Montoya's neighbor. We're investigating the murder of Maria Montoya. She has told her family members that she's afraid of a neighbor named Jimmy White, and he's now the focus of my case.
Incredible. It's the exact same MO as this case, and this can't be a coincidence.
This person has already been convicted of murder in Mississippi, and the victim in that case was an elderly woman who was stabbed in the throat. Very eerily similar to what we have right here.
All right, now, lady, give me some money.
I'm not gonna give you any money. I still got a load in there.
At the time of that crime, Jimmy White was 19 years old.
Look, I just did you a solid, so you're gonna pay up.
An elderly woman had promised him money if he would carry her laundry home for her.
I never promised you anything, and I'm not gonna give you a dime.
You're gonna give me something, okay? What?
Oh my...
Get this. The guy walks away from a dead body with $1.
He was a violent person. And by all accounts, Jimmy was very close to the line that is drawn between one who has a normal intellect and one who is developmentally disabled.
He reacts out of violence. I will take what you have, even if it's only $1. Don't do what I want, I will take your life.
Kenda is sure he has his man and realizes there is someone in this case who can prove it.
So little girl says, a bad man hurt my Nona. How does she know there's a bad man?
She looked right at him.
Let's go get her in here.
Right.
That afternoon, Kenda looks on while a professional counselor speaks with 6-year-old Monica Montoya.
It is always difficult when you have to question a child involving a traumatic event. We have sworn officers who go to specialized training on how to talk to juvenile victims.
Monica, hi, I'm Betty. I heard that you like to draw.
Yeah, I do.
Well, guess what? So do I. And look at all the crayons I brought you. Look at all the different colors.
Part of the questioning of Monica was to talk about what happened when she got to her Nona's house. And I think just about any child with a piece of paper and crayons can find themselves a little bit more at ease with the person that gave it to them. That's the bridge.
It helps them connect to the incident. They're drawing it, they're thinking about it, they're focused. It's part of the event they just saw. It can be very effective.
Your mommy told me you saw a bad man hurt Nona.
Yes.
I bet that was scary.
She becomes a little less nervous and a little more discussing with them what she saw of what happened at her grandmother's apartment.
Monica, what did the bad man do?
He hit my Nona with a knife. No, I want to watch a video.
She sees the door of the apartment is open.
Monica described her great-grandmother on the floor.
And a man comes out of the bedroom. She says he has a bloody knife in his hand.
Had you ever seen the bad man before?
Yes, he lives near my Nona.
She told police that she saw the mean man with the orange shirt and a knife in his hands.
Get out of here, kid!
And he yelled at her to get out. And so she ran, and she ran home to her mother.
Can you show me your drawing? Who's that?
That's the bad man.
After listening to Monica's story, the counselor has only one more question to ask.
Monica? Can you show me the bad man in this picture?
They construct a photo lineup of 6 individuals, one of whom is Jimmy White's picture taken from his police record.
Him.
The last time she saw him, he had a bloody knife in his hand. But her reaction is the same.
Thank you, Monica.
That's 100% confirmed identification of a suspect, and it's none other than Jimmy White.
At this point, we have enough evidence to obtain a search and arrest warrant for our suspect.
Police, open up! Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Step out here. Step out.
What's going on? You're under arrest for murder. Cuff him. I didn't do anything.
He's immediately handcuffed and placed into custody.
I go in with my people, and we conduct a search.
The search reveals a treasure trove of physical evidence.
Look at this. Bloody clothes.
I find an orange t-shirt on the floor of the closet with dried blood on it. I find black pants with blood on them.
I got something else.
We find the watch that belongs to the victim. We find the pearls that belong to the victim.
Later that day, Kenda returns to police headquarters to interrogate Jimmy White.
Jimmy, we already know that you killed Maria Montoya. Now, if you confessed, maybe the judge won't send you to the chair.
I won't tell on myself. I want a lawyer.
That's a very telling statement. I won't tell on myself. What are you going to tell me, Jimmy? That you killed this woman? Because you'd be telling it on yourself now, wouldn't you?
You're not telling on yourself, you're just telling your side of the story. Only once I leave, I can't help you.
Give me a lawyer.
Good luck with that.
Despite Jimmy's refusal to cooperate, Kenda believes he can piece together what happened to Maria Montoya on the afternoon of June 25th.
My experience tells me this. Jimmy goes over to Maria's apartment once again, as he had just done many times in the past.
What, Jimmy?
I need some money.
I don't have any money.
She kept him at bay by giving him change every now and then. What was unusual is when she said, "Not this time."
I see how you living in here.
Money's tight for her, just like it is for everybody else, and she puts her foot down and says no.
Enough. I'm not giving you any more money.
But he's not used to being told no. He doesn't handle it well.
I'm not giving you any more. I don't have any money to
You
give
ain't gave me enough.
He steps into her apartment, becomes more demanding of her.
Jimmy, you need to get out of my house right now!
And she retreats from him because she's afraid of him.
That's it, I'm calling the police!
As Maria heads into the bedroom to call police, Jimmy enters the kitchen and grabs the carving knife off the counter.
I told you, I need money.
You won't give me what I want? I'm gonna take your life. He stabs her in the throat as he has done before. He takes her purse, he looks in her jewelry box and takes a couple of things. And as he's leaving, he's looking at a 6-year-old kid who's standing in the middle of the room.
Get out of here, kid!
She ran, and she saved her life, running away. If she'd have kept standing there, he'd have stabbed her in the throat.
Jimmy White pleads guilty to second-degree murder, aggravated robbery, and burglary in exchange for a sentence of 89 years.
The physical evidence is overwhelming. The judge, when sentencing occurs, decides that Jimmy White can never again see the light of day.
But the wounds Jimmy White left behind may never fully heal.
You cannot unsee extreme violence. They will remember their grandmother's moment of terror and the act of dying for the rest of their days.
Coming up, when an alleged murder becomes personal, Kenda is determined to get to the truth.
You knew what you were getting into, you're through.
As somebody I know pretty well, and here he is with a single entry gunshot wound to his right temple.
It's a hectic day at the Colorado Springs Police Department. And as head of the Major Crimes Unit, Lieutenant Joe Kenda must navigate the chaos.
Hey, Davis, you come in here?
Yeah, what's going on?
Can you get to the DA's office before lunch and then come right back, because I'm working on 2 other case files right now.
You got it, LT.
It is a common thing in my line of work that you are often dragged in several different directions at the same time.
Going for Kenda?
Which is frustrating to me.
Go for Kenda.
Hey, Lieutenant, I got a victim over here, possible suicide.
I'd like you to take a look.
I'm pursuing a criminal matter, and somebody wants me to look at a suicide.
Steve, I'm right in the thick of working this double homicide with JD right now. I really don't have time for a suicide.
I really think you need to see this.
Can you come by the King's Arms Apartments?
Now, generally, when that's being asked of me, there's something that this detective is distressed about.
All right, I'll be right there.
Minutes later, Kenda arrives and is met by Detective Steve Wood.
So what do we got?
Neighbors reported hearing the shot. The victim is male, approximately 40 years old. Gunshot wound, close range, to the right temple. Suicide note on the nightstand.
Okay, it's your typical suicide. Why do you need me?
Well, here's the thing. We got a suicide with no gun.
Excuse me? If this man shot himself, where is his gun?
No gun? All right, let me take a look.
If you shoot yourself in the temple, you are instantly dead. There is no aftermath of that allows you to do anything with this gun. If there's no gun, then somebody else did. So now maybe we have a homicide, which is why my detective is concerned.
Here he is. He didn't want to move the body until the coroner arrived.
When I first looked at him, I looked at him casually. That's what I do every day. But then I looked again, and I thought, oh, no.
What's the matter?
I know him. It's my dentist.
What? You're kidding, right?
No, that's him.
He's Dr. Dennis Rivington. He has a partner. They have a practice off of Garden of the Gods Road. My wife and I and my children have gone there for some time.
Joe, if you'd lay off the sweets, I wouldn't have to see you as often.
No, thanks, Doc.
Just kidding. What's good in there? But I'll see you in 6 months?
I appreciate it.
Lately, I've been seeing his partner more than I've seen Dr. Rivington. And here he is, dead on a bed.
Well, what do you know about him?
Oh, right.
I knew he was married and had children. The practice appeared to be extremely successful. It was always very busy every time I was there.
I'm sorry to say, I really don't know much more about him.
Well, now we're in a position of needing to know everything about him. It's awkward. That's all right. Well, now we get back to business.
All right, Dr. Rivington, what do we have here?
The only fact we know at this moment is our man is dead from a gunshot wound to the head administered by someone.
Dr. Rivington has a single gunshot wound on the right side of his head in the temple area. Very classic location for gunshot wounds that are suicide.
There was no exit wound, so that typically would indicate that it was probably a hollow point bullet, because by design, they're intended to sort of mushroom out once they've penetrated a surface.
You said it was a suicide note?
Yeah, not too detailed. Typical stuff. I can't go on like this. Please forgive me.
This feels like it is a suicide, but I often say to my detectives, don't tell me what you think, tell me what you can prove. I only care about what you can prove.
We checked all the windows. There's no signs of forced entry.
All right, thank you. Now, if someone did kill him, the doctor would have had to let him in, so probably somebody that he knew.
Beyond the missing gun, the next biggest clue is the apartment itself.
You said he lived here? Mm-hmm. Where's all the furniture?
Records indicate that Dennis Rivington signed the lease. But why would a successful dentist be in need of an empty apartment?
Not much of anything in here except a couple of beers and a half-eaten pizza.
Yeah, the cupboards are all bare as well.
What's going on in this person's life? Did he get an apartment because he needed a private place that nobody else would know about?
Maybe a secret apartment?
Stern lover, jealous wife, jealous husband.
Is this a location for a mistress to maybe move into so he can come visit her with no one's knowledge?
Dennis, you can't just walk away from me like that. I'm a part of your life. I'm not going to just be ignored.
You knew what you were getting into. We're over.
We're through.
In theory, it could have been that somebody puts a gun to his head and pulls the trigger.
Kenda considers the possibility that Dr. Rivington's suicide was staged.
And if someone, in fact, is trying to stage a fake suicide, we have seen notes that were fabricated by a suspect.
So, what do you want to do?
Right now, we're going to treat it as a homicide investigation. Make sure that the coroner doesn't move the body yet.
Okay. Where are you going?
Well, he was having an affair. Somebody would know. It's not his wife. His office isn't too far from here. I'm going to talk to his dental partner.
Okay.
Now I'm focused on this because I want to find out what happened to my dentist. And we're going to do that, and we're going to do it right now. We're investigating the death of Dr. Rivington, my dentist, and our mission now is to find out how and why and what. And the best place to do that is his office, where his partner is working as we speak.
At Dr. Rivington's office,
hi, Dolores.
Kenda is greeted by a familiar face.
Oh, hello, Joe. I don't see you down for an appointment today.
I know today's a little different. I need to speak with Dr. Taylor immediately.
Okay, yeah, go ahead then.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe, what's going on? Dolores said you needed to see me right away.
I immediately tell him. I learned a long time ago, a sharp knife cuts clean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Dennis was found dead in an apartment on Vickers Drive.
Oh my God, what happened?
Well, there's a suicide note, but there's some circumstances questioning that. Can you tell me about him? Is there any reason why he'd be keeping secrets? A girlfriend? What's going on with him?
No, I mean, nothing like that. Dennis was a great husband.
He launched into this explanation of how he'd been covering for him. Dr. Rivington recently suffered a stroke. It was mild, but it interfered with his motor skills, and he couldn't actually use his hands as effectively as he needed to as a dentist.
It took him out for a while, but after 18 months, his workman's comp was starting to run out. I covered for him the best that I could.
What do you do for money?
Well, that's the thing.
He reports that Dr. Rivington made some investments that turned out to be bad investments, so he was in dire financial straits. His wife was extremely distressed about this.
They were about to lose the house. He had to go into foreclosure.
Typically, you do find that financial problems can become the foundation for marital problems.
And apparently, they were going through a divorce proceeding, forcing him to rent an apartment.
And it was just spiraling out of control.
Well, thank you, Dr. Taylor. I'm starting to see the full picture of what was going on.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
This has all made me comfortable with the facts and circumstances surrounding Dr. Rivington. There's no longer any possibility of suspects. It's most likely him. So now the question is, where is the gun?
Back at the apartment, Kenda brings his investigation into sharper focus.
Let's take a step back from this for a second. If the gun's not right next to him, there's got to be an answer. Wait a second, I think I got something. The paramedics worked on him, right?
Yes.
Pull up the shirt.
And there are electrode contact points in his chest.
Paramedics do what they can to save you. They're going to put those cardiac monitoring pads to make sure that the heart is no longer beating.
However, to pull up his shirt and put stickies on his chest, they have to get on the bed.
So he shot himself in the right temple, which means he's got to be right-handed. Put all your weight on the bed. Help me roll him up.
And we rotated his body upwardly from the right side.
Bingo.
And underneath the small of his back, there is the gun.
Kenda now believes he can piece together exactly what happened.
Dr. Rivington was extremely depressed over not only the financial losses of his investments, but the loss of his ability to act and work as a dentist.
Facing a divorce and bankruptcy, Dennis Rivington decided he had only one way out. But when the EMTs arrived, what would have been an obvious suicide took an unexpected turn.
The El Paso County Emergency Medical Protocol calls for running an EKG on a discovered remains to make certain there's no activity in the heart. When you kneel on a bed, the mattress compresses. If there's an object on that bed that's heavy, it's going to slide, or it's going to move. When the EMTs knelt on the bed, the gun slid underneath him.
Looks like he's gone.
When the EMTs are off the bed, the mattress rises to its normal level. No one can see the gun. It's completely underneath his body.
Let's go.
You know, one thing I learned in the course of the investigations I did is you never give up on something until you have been able to search every possible square inch of the space you think is involved.
While the mystery of Dr. Dennis Rivington's death has been solved, many questions will forever remain unanswered.
The act of self-destruction is unreasonable. If you continue to look for a reason in that, you will never find it, and you will be destroyed by the search. Be sorry for the person, remember them as they were, not as they were when they died, and you'll be much better off.